Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights, a different episode. I've enjoyed bidding and talking about the Huggins Heritage and Scott. No, Huggins and Scott Auction Company. Known Bill Huggins for a long time. It's a very enjoyable catalog because it's different. It's got different things and a little bit of a not sure what you're going to get until you get it. And so I thought I'm going to just experiment. And so every auction I try to buy something that I think is going to be fun for me. Actually, some of them have been lucrative. I've made money on a bunch of them, but some of them I've just broken even. This is probably more along those lines. It was a lot of football unopened boxes, 7 different, spanning, went from 2000 up through 2014. And just so you know, 2000, that's Tom Brady's rookie year. None of these products had Tom Brady in them. I mean, he wasn't in them. It wasn't that I didn't get him, but he wasn't in them. And so that really suppresses the price of anything in 2000. It's got Tom Brady in there. It'd go for 10 times as much. But I had a budget for myself as I was going through this and trying to figure out how much fun I wanted to have. And I figured I wanted to have no more than $700 worth of fun, which was approximately $100 per box. Now, some would be more, some would be less. But I just thought, I think I could have some fun with that. So I went bidding, and when the auction's almost over, I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to get this for 400 or 500. But then it always seems like there's somebody bidding against me. And I think, okay, well, I'll go one more increment. And I was running out of gas there, but I did wind up winning at whatever that was, 11:15 at night or something like that. So thanks, Bill Huggins, for giving me a late night there. But at least Huggins and Scott, not the only sponsor of this. They're the key sponsor for this particular episode. Thanks, guys. But also Heritage Auctions, Topps Panini, Upper Deck, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Burbank Sports Cards, ComC.com, and Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication. As I said, I enjoy Huggins and Scott. This is just one kind of audio review of what I won and a little bit of the psychology or motivation that I had. I'm going to enjoy opening packs. I think I open less packs comparatively than most people because I like buying through dollar and bargain boxes of cards that are already there. I like to look at the cards. I don't look at the packs. So I thought I should buy some packs and just, which I do occasionally. In fact, when I get unopened packs in some of the collections that I get over the last few years, I generally open the box. Unless there's not going to be anything in it, I like to open the packs, see what I got. I don't want to collect the packs. I want to collect the cards. Okay, first box was 2000 Collector's Edge Odyssey, and it said Rookie Rush, but I really didn't get many rookies. This was the 24 packs in a box, 3 cards per pack. Peyton Manning's on the box. I thought, well, that's interesting, but I don't think I really got any rookies there. There was supposed to be something that was a 1 for 24. I didn't get one of those. Obviously, no Tom Brady, but I wasn't expecting that. And so the box was, I will say the box was worse than I expected. And then, of course, they're defunct. They're a company that's out of business. This probably was one of their last issues. The next box, 2000 Stadium Club. And again, Stadium Club's been around for 30 years now. Beautiful photography, known for that. The cards were glistening. So I opened these up, 24 packs, 7 cards per pack. Peyton Manning also on the box. And I'm thinking, Peyton, this is why you're who you are. You found a way to endorse 2 different competing card companies in the same year. A lot of these products are rookie driven, but the rookies in the Stadium Club were almost indistinguishable from the front because they're rookie cards, but they were in their pro uniforms. So I think that generally means that's a set that came out a little bit later in the release year. But again, no Tom Brady. He wasn't in Stadium Club. Again, admired the photos, but I didn't get a great box. In fact, I just think I look at what's the potential I could have gotten for that box. And even then, I think I was disappointed. I'm not angry at Topps. I'm not angry at Huggins and Scott either. I enjoyed it, but I'm realizing now that probably wouldn't have been a box that I would have been excited about standing on its own. Okay, next was the 2000 Topps Gallery. Marshall Faulk is on that box. And 24 packs of 6 cards. Of these 3 boxes that I got that were all from the 2000, that none of which included Tom Brady in their sets, this was probably the best one. They had attractive inserts. This was more of a modern kind of set like Panini does in the sense that they're doing clever inserts, some serially numbered cards. And so I actually was pleased with that. If I were to, of those 3, if somebody said, hey, I've got another box here for you for $100 or for $50 or whatever the price would be, of the 3, if they were all the same price, that'd be the one I'd get. I think Topps Gallery is a nice brand. I think it's, as the name implies, artistically interesting. The next one was a 2003 box of Flair. That was a hobby box, 20 packs of 5 cards. It mentions, serially numbered rookies and game-used memorabilia cards. Look for game-used memorabilia or autographed sweet swatch card in every box. I actually got 4 game-used cards. Now, only one of them was numbered, and I got 3 checklist cards. I don't know if they counted. But 4 game-used, I thought that's probably what people were pleased. I think that was back when, gaming has always been popular, but that's what was driving that product. Again, this was a decent box, better than the first 2, but probably not as good as the Topps Gallery. Wouldn't be that excited. At a price, I wouldn't mind having more of that. Okay, next, skip about 10 years, and then the Leaf Legends of the Gridiron box from 2013, and that's just 1 slabbed auto per box. Actually, it's a card, but it's really just a cut signature of a guy, and I'm not going to say who it is, but when you're thinking about who it is, who do you not want it to be? Best case scenario, worst case scenario. You can always think of your best case, but it's a card. It's authenticated. It's encapsulated by BGS, actually more like BAS. It's not graded, but it's an authentic autograph. And so you think, what would I want it not to be? You wouldn't want it to be a lineman generally. You'd want it to be a quarterback. You'd want it to be a major Hall of Famer, not a minor Hall of Famer. You'd want it to be somebody no longer alive and that maybe died a long time ago, or at least is not a prolific signer. If it's going to be low demand, it needs to be low supply. And so I think I did not do very well there. And I'm not going to say who I got because I don't want to disparage a Hall of Famer. It is a Hall of Famer, a minor Hall of Famer, even though he was many years in a row All-Pro, which I really look at, not just championships won. He did win some championships too. So he was a cog on a great team, but not going to be strong demand for this card or for his autographs in general. Would I get another one? Would I get another box at the price? I think I'm at the low end of the spectrum. I'd probably look at the list of players and see maybe I would do better the next time. Next one is 2014 Topps Translucent. Another of these tiny boxes, the modern, just 2, not fully sealed, but 2 top-loaded autographs in each box. And I thought, well, this is interesting. They saved on not getting them graded, and they didn't knock around. They were pretty securely packed. I don't have a lot of top-loaded stuff. It's either penny-sleeved and goes in a box, or it gets slabbed and goes on the wall or in a different kind of box. And so the top loader thing, I've discontinued my top loaders. But in this case, I'm not sure. If I were to send off one of these to ComC, should I take it out or let it ride? I mean, that's the natural way it was delivered. And so I may just send it into ComC with the top loader, with the tops folded over tamper-proof seal. Okay, the one I'm not going to sell is Brandon Cooks. And I may put Brandon on my wall. He's borderline because I don't believe he's a Hall of Famer unless he has a really much longer career. He's a really good receiver. On the other hand, it's not that attractive of a card. It has a little bit of a washed out look. And I don't think that's from sun bleaching. That's just the way it was. So maybe that's supposed to be an artistic look or a translucent look. So I may get that graded and put it up on the wall just to commemorate this purchase. I think it's a reasonably valuable card if it's numbered 3 out of 5. There's plenty of other autographs of Brandon Cooks. My point I want to make on this, though, this is a Sports Card Insight or Beckett Publications Insight, is that it's difficult when you're doing publishing and doing price guides. ComC has a related kind of a situation. That is, it's not Brandon Cook, it's Brandon Cooks. Okay, so you make sure you got to get that spelled. And it's not Brandon or Brandon, it's Brandon. So you've got to know exactly how to spell his first name, because if you do searches on eBay or ComC or Beckett Marketplace, you get the name, it's going to say that there are none there. I had to be really careful in our team about making sure we got the spelling. That's without even talking about people that changed their name or had nicknames that they became more known for. So we've got Brandon Cooks that's got a problematic first name that you've got to be careful that it's not typical. Last name, not typical. It's a database problem where you have to establish these equivalences, that Dwight Gooden and Doc Gooden are the same player. And you can't just say, well, just put what's on the card. You have to take extra steps. Like I said, if it was misspelled, if it was an uncorrected error for Brandon Cooks, if you're doing an alphanumeric search, that you'd have to allow for that. 2014 Panini Certified, the last box that I got. And this was probably the most fun because it was the most recent, tied for that. Panini Certified, 10 packs, 5 cards each. Now you're getting into Panini's approach before they got overly complicated, but every pack had one kind of non-base card in it, at least, actually. And I actually got 11 serial number cards, which is more than one out of the 10 packs, obviously. And so I think this was probably one of the more expensive boxes, but the most fun. I think I got a decent deal on that. The best card I got was not great, so I didn't get anything spectacular, but I got good stuff, and it was enjoyable opening the 10 packs and seeing at least one good thing in every pack. That begs the question, though, also, what do I do with these nice base cards? And I think what I'm deciding to do is that because there's too many of them on Beckett Marketplace, Rob Barris has that cornered and others there. There's too many on ComC, can't make any money there. So I'm going to group up the base cards and put them on eBay, whether they're a group of base from that set. But again, almost all the guys are good players. So it's the modern day sets are not chock full of commons. They're superstars and stars for the most part. What am I going to sell them for? I'm going to take a loss. If it's 50 cards, and even if it were a $50 box, which it's more than that's equivalent of $1 a card, I can't get $1 in. I'd be waiting a really long time. But I think this would be probably the best box that I got and the most fun I had, but probably the most expensive. Okay, finally, I paid $700, a little more than $700, I think, for this. And if you count shipping and all the different things, and it's $100 a box. I'm not dissatisfied. I'm not losing sleep over it. I didn't get a great deal, but I had some enjoyment. I got to talk about it, and it gives me some greater perspective of things. Last point here is that what if somebody bid $750? Would I have gone to $800? And that happens every day for anybody that's involved in auctions. And you could either have your max bid. I don't do that very often. I very rarely do that. It's mostly because I'm just trying. I don't want to get it. If I got my max bid, I wouldn't be happy. And so I want to take it one step at a time. But you would think that if somebody bid $750 and then I bid $800, that's an $800 decision. And I'm here to tell you, like in the sunk cost fallacy, I don't regard it as an $800 decision. I was committed to $700 for that lot. If somebody bid $750 at the last minute and I had a chance to do $800, to me that's a $100 decision, not an $800 decision. I already had the lot valued at $700. If I wanted to go an additional $100, then I can and not think, oh, I'm losing $800. No, I'm spending $100 more than what I thought, and that's the way I would look at any purchase. If you're looking at a Grail card or just a card that you need and you're ready to pay $100 and you see it for $110, it's not a $110 decision. It's a $10 decision. Do I want to pay that additional $10 in order to secure the card and add it to my stuff? So at any rate, that's it for today. Have fun. Thanks, Bill Huggins and the team at Huggins and Scott. I'm going to come up and see you guys this summer, and I'm looking forward to that. And again, another enjoyable auction that I had. This is just the lot that I won. I also enjoyed being the underbidder on a number of lots too. So anyway, that's it for today. See you tomorrow, and enjoy the hobby. The man in the house of cards.